in the Bronx. We are in the boogie down Bronx. This building is for rent, so this is a good ass building. I could break this down and put a new building up with some good adjustments. I think, where does the Q44 turn? I think it's that way. Oh, this way. So as you can see, we over by the Bronx Zoo, and that's the Q44 right there. So as you can see. So the Bronx Zoo is actually right here. And we're gonna continue walking because I like to walk. So the Q44 bus is right here. So this is the last stop on the 44. And as you can see, the Bronx Zoo is probably that way. But I've been to the Bronx Zoo about 15 times. And this is a lake, the Bronx Zoo lake. So this is right here. Nice, cozy lake over here. And that's the Q44. This is the BX40 bus. I know the Bronx line pretty well because I studied the map. So there's different types of the Bronx over here. We have Soundview, Mount Haven, Woodlawn, Wakefield 241st Street, Eastchester, Dyer Avenue, and Eastchester and all that. So let me let this person pass me. All right, so that's the 44 right there. So, the Bronx has been, the Boogie Down Bronx, let me give you a little history of the Bronx. In the 1980s, hip-hop first started in the Bronx. I remember in the Bronx where Run DMC, Funkmaster Flex, all those rappers that started out in the Bronx. There was a projects in the Bronx that, over by Southern Boulevard projects, that's where hip-hop first, that's where Brown Sugar, the film, was first made over by the Bronx. And then hip-hop was like with the rappers, Fat Boys, the Boogie Down, all those rappers that worship the Bronx area. I remember back in the day when I used to, I was a kid, and I used to roll in the Bronx and shit, and remember, my uncle grew up right in one of these projects over here. I'm gonna show you. My uncle used to grow up with projects behind me. And the Bronx Zoo is right there. We can continue walking that way. Yeah. So, my uncle grew up right here when he was a kid. And my aunt was my aunt first, when she first moved to New York, she used to live in the Bronx. Used to live right behind me. The place right behind me. Years ago, it was never this. It was like old buildings, abandonment houses, and all that. So I'm gonna hop back on the 40. 'Cause I can't stay in the Bronx long because I don't want to get too dark. All right, so let's continue walking. So yeah, my uncle grew up right in one of these houses right here in the Bronx. And when I used to come to the Bronx every day when I was a kid, like small. And I used to hang out with my uncle right in the Boogie Down Bronx. I'm gonna tell you, man, it's a blessing that, you come to the Bronx and you see people know you and know your face and say, what up, But the Bronx is different now, Bronx is mad different now, So right here's the Bronx Zoo. So coming up. I was supposed to film in the Bronx 2 nights ago. And I used to go from Queens to go to the Bronx. And tell you right now, I reached the Bronx almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And I couldn't get a couple shots on the Bronx. So good thing I came here today to shoot. So kids playing in the park area, it's a blessing. So right across the street right here, that's where my uncle grew up. My uncle used to play basketball in the back of the parks right there. And this building right here it never used to be like this. It was demolished and everything, so they reconstructed it. All right, we're gonna walk around. Ooh. So, as you can see, right here is the Bronx Zoo. So, right behind me is the Bronx Zoo. So, I think with my culture pass, I could actually get tickets for free. And they closed today. They closed early today. So this is the Bronx Zoo. I can't show you because people's walking out the park, so I'm not gonna stream them. So right there is the Bronx Zoo. We're gonna walk back. We're gonna cross the street and walk back down. All right, let's do this. You gotta wait because it says stop, right? People don't know when to wait because when you see a person cross the street, they're supposed to stop, All right, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video because I gotta stop this. 9 minutes. All right, good. Why is it not stopping it?